Welcome to Krusty Karl does Danfoss VLT drive. Today we're going to control our drive with a pressure transducer. So this is the first part one of this video series on using the transducer and setting up the parameters. So just want to introduce the transducer, and this is the one we're going to use. I know you can hardly make out any of the writing on it, so I will just tell you that it is a PT507M is what it is. It's hard because it's very shiny. And it does a pressure of, I think, 10 or 15 inches of a vacuum to 100 pounds, which is 7 bar on here. So just a warning that the 7 bar is there's 14.5 pounds in a bar, not 14.7. That's atmospheric pressure, right, on the face of the earth at standard conditions. This is just a number. It's like a pound weighs, or 1 kilo weighs 2.2 pounds. It's the same, it's just a unit. So this will go to 7 bar on the pressure range, which I think is 105 pounds PSI. So just a word of caution, if you're buying these, make sure you know which one you need for your application. So if we were doing head pressure of 200 pounds or whatever the case may be, then this one wouldn't be appropriate. It wouldn't be a high enough range. We'd need to go to the 14 bar one, pressure transducer. So that doesn't matter. I'm going to do it here on my shop bench anyway. So that's not a big thing. So it only needs 2 wires, and again, you can't read that on there. I could probably try and zoom that. Let me try and see if that'll work for us. So then I can shut some of these lights off. Get some of this off. Shut this off. Sorry. Let me focus that. All right, so that's not bad, really. I mean, it's very hard to see. I've shut all the lights off. There's only need 2 wires for this application. It's an M12 connector. We're going to take it off of our proximity sensor. The brown, as you can see, the brown wire out of our 4 that's in the M12 wiring, it goes to the brown to the power supply, which is 7 to 30 volts DC. That's its power supply. And it will modulate out on the white 4 to 20 milliamps. So depending on how you scale the drive, 20 milliamps would equal 105 pounds, depending upon you want it direct or inverse of the output of the drive speed. So that's the first thing that we need to talk about. The next thing is if you're going to put this on something brass with this particular one, that is a 1/4 inch SAE female flare connection inside of there. So we're going to screw this onto my gauges so that we can modulate the pressure quickly and easily from my nitrogen bottle. And so in order to do that, we should have something for the crush factor. And there is my little copper gasket, 1/4 inch copper gasket, just like you see between the filter dryer and the sight glass in the trade. So we're going to put it in between there. So I imagine a lot of you understand this and know this, but what you're going to do is you got to put this gasket in there, have it the right way, facing down, because we're going to probably screw it onto a service bib or something like that in the trade. But the big problem with this, of course, as most of you would know, that when you turn this over, your gasket's going to fall out. So a little trick is just put a dab of refrigeration oil on that thing, which I will do while I get this set up. Put a little dab of refrigeration oil on it, and then it'll stay stuck there while you turn it over and screw it onto whatever you need it to be screwed onto. Because 9 times out of 10, it's going to move or fall out like that. See? So then what we're going to do is, I'll just move this so you can see this a little better. Unscrew this. I guess I've got it in there pretty good. We're going to unscrew my M12, M as in Mary. And again, there's a little groove cut in it. And you can't really screw this up. You're going to put this onto the transducer, screw it on, tighten it up, blah, blah, blah. And then here's the end with the wires in it. So when you buy these in particular from certain companies, we shall not name them, and they're meant, you buy it for a pressure transducer, it'll come with these two blue, the blue and the black cut off for you. And they're going to charge you an extra $30 and sell you one with just the brown and the white. So it's the same wire. These are common connection across the board. So that's all I got. We're going to tie the brown into the number 12 of the power supply, which is 24 volts DC from our frequency drive. And then we will put this white wire back into number 53 and set parameters up. And I will not bore you with those details. We are out.